Hey guys, it's Trainer Oz again. I wanted to do this really quick video, another tutorial, like I always love to do, on the subject of cardio training for weight loss. Okay, a big question I get a lot is, how long should I be doing cardio for weight loss? What type of cardio should I be doing? That sort of thing. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Let's talk about how long you should be doing it and why. And let's talk about the types, okay? So, first of all, if you are someone that is doing cardio for at least an hour or more, I would stop doing that, okay? And I appreciate your hard work. I think that's amazing that you're pushing yourself that hard. But if your goal is for fat loss, it can actually be detrimental to your results instead of a positive, and here's why. So if my goal is to run a marathon, or I'm a high-level athlete where I need to have a lot of endurance, then absolutely, you need to be doing cardio or high-level training for more than an hour. But if my goal is fat loss and I'm trying to burn the maximum amount of fat, there's a lot of research now and a lot of science behind how you should be doing that. And what they've found is, and this is coming from some of the certifications I have on cardio training for weight loss, is that the magic range that you want to be in is anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes on cardio training. And the reason that is that if you go more than 45 minutes doing cardio, you can really start to run out of the fuel, carbohydrates, which we should be having before our workouts. You can run out of carbs that are actually stored in your muscles that allow you to keep going and keep training. You can actually run out of that, which starts to go against your results, okay? So what happens when the carbs run low, or run out of, or no longer in our muscles anymore, is our body is really smart, and what it will start to do is break down muscle tissue to supply that glucose that comes from carbs. And your muscles are made of protein. Protein is made of amino acids, and there's actually two different amino acids that will bind and form glucose to supply that fuel. Now, if my goal is weight loss and I'm trying to keep as much lean muscle on my frame because muscle burns calories at rest, I'm now atrophying that muscle. I'm going against what I'm trying to do, okay? So I'll give you an example. When I did my bodybuilding competition in 2011, I took first place on the most cardio, or the most amount of time that I did in my cardio was about 35 minutes. That's all I did. I did 2 days a week of interval training and 3 days a week of very light, what they call anaerobic base training. That's where you're staying in that fat burning zone is what you're at. So on the interval training, what you're doing is basically hitting your anaerobic threshold. That's where you burn carb calories. And then you're going back down and you're hitting your anaerobic base, which is where you burn fat calories. So the anaerobic threshold, where you burn carbs, is at that high zone of your heart rate zone, and the anaerobic base is at the low zone. And it's all based on heart rate zones. It's not based on how far I went. If I went 5 miles or 10 miles, your body doesn't know distance. It only knows time under tension. So the tension is the heart rate zone, so that's what we measured. So based on my age and my level, I was able to determine, what heart rate zone should be my anaerobic threshold, what heart rate zone should be my anaerobic base, and just followed the system. And it was amazing. I never felt like I was overtraining. I never felt like I was doing too much, and I was consistently losing, body fat. So that's my tip today, guys. If you're doing any more than 45 minutes for cardio, and your main goal is to lose body fat and to lose weight, really start to look at a better approach. And like I said, I applaud you for working really hard, but it's time to work smarter now and not harder. If that's what I had to do to lose weight for my competition, I would have done it, but I didn't need to. And so that's a real quick tip for today. If you have any questions, definitely message me on Facebook. But I hope that answered some questions out there about how long you should be doing it and what type you should be doing. So as a recap on the type, you never really want to be going more than 2 to 3 days a week of interval training. If you do more than that, you can actually overtrain because your body actually burns calories days after those interval training days, and it's important to do a lighter type cardio on the days after those interval days. You don't want to keep doing interval training day after day after day after day, because now you're not giving your body enough time to rest and recover and see the benefits of that type of cardio. So any one of my clients who followed this approach and did a smarter approach were amazed at the results that they got. So I hope this helps, guys. Once again, this is Trainer Oz, and I'll talk to you guys later.